She ever ask about me? I fucked it all up, Lou. Yeah, you did.
So this was an exclusive clip with Marvin listening and realizing how good of a singer Juke really is, and it does go to show he's never really taken an interest whether it comes to Juke studies or her music, and there was an example of both in season 1.
Choir practice.
Singing. She was singing. How come the principal never stepped to you about this, Juke?
She did, but you said it was gonna be a waste of time. That all them white folks down there was never gonna give me a real chance.
So it goes all the way back to the beginning of Raising Kanan. They laid the foundation to a father and daughter relationship which showed a lack of connection right from the off, and now we're seeing the opposite. He's taken an interest in what she's studying, and he's wowed with how good she is in terms of her singing. But in this exclusive clip, he asks Lou whether Juke ever asks about him and how he fucked up. And what I do appreciate about Lou in this scene is he doesn't beat around the bush, he's honest and he's straightforward. He tells Marvin, yeah, he did fuck up. And just before we get to the relationship between Marvin and Juke, this clip can be broken down in 2 parts. There's a relationship and chemistry between Marvin and Lou, and Marvin's regret with how he fucked up with his daughter. Now on Lou and Marvin, throughout season 1 and the beginning of season 2, I'm sure we could all sense there's always this level of tension between the brothers, and sometimes it's very subtle but definitely noticeable, and it probably stems from how they're the polar opposites, but also the way Rock and Lou have treated Marvin in the past. They've never really trusted him, and we even saw him get into a physical and verbal fight in season 1 episode 5, and the game is all about power, powder and respect. And one of the main things which Marvin's never had but always wanted is respect. He doesn't care about power, and he made it clear to Rock she sees things he doesn't. But respect and equality is one of the reasons why we see a clear crack in this relationship with Lou. But regardless, we saw Marvin save Lou from near death, and Lou did make it clear he'll fly the same flag until he's buried in the ground. So family and loyalty will always come first, but there definitely are cracks. But on the relationship between Marvin and Juke, Marvin really does feel bad, and he knows he fucked up. There's definitely a level of regret. He's been an absent father, he choked Juke, he stepped on the video of her and Nicole, and he comes from a generation and an era where stance on Juke's sexuality wasn't really accepted, and Marvin really is that old school kind of guy. Now just to add to Juke's heartbreak, her mother left her when she was a child. She lost her love Nicole through the product which was ironically cooked by Kanan, and a product which Juke doesn't fuck with, but killed someone she loved. Now the only female she's ever been able to look up to is Rock, who by the way is a devil, and Juke knows what kind of person Rock is. And with her constantly lying to Kanan about D-Wiz, Howard and soon to be Scrappy, I actually do question whether Rock is actually telling Juke the truth when it comes to her mom. Now there are 2 people who have been there for Jukebox, and that's Kanan and Lou. Now Lou's someone who's been supporting her music career and getting her some studio time, but as time goes on and with the introduction of Ziza, I think we may even start to see Lou taking one eye off Juke and focusing more on Ziza. With Kanan, I've already discussed how they're going to differentiate in opinions, thought and fact. So Juke really has been through a lot, and there's still more to come. But based on this exclusive clip and what we know so far, is it possible for Marvin to salvage this relationship with Juke?
You ever gonna forgive Marvin?
Wasn't planning on it.
So Juke doesn't plan on forgiving Marvin, but his anger management classes with Renee really will bring out the triggers and problem areas for Marvin. And I feel we're gonna learn a lot more about Marvin's backstory and why he's always angry, as well as why he's never been able to connect with Juke. And once he's able to admit to his mistakes, just like we saw in the exclusive clip, but more so understand what triggers him, we may see Juke and Marvin sit down and him really apologizing for the bad father he's been and really connect like they've never done before. But this is what I fear whenever something good happens to Juke, or if she ever repairs this relationship with Marvin, it will only be for a brief period until something rips it away. But another factor we need to consider is Kenya. What's the real truth and story behind Kenya leaving? How was Marvin involved? And how does this impact Marvin trying to reconnect with Juke? Is Rock lying about why she left? And is there a story we don't know? I really wouldn't be surprised if there is, and giving Juke a reason to turn on Rock. But that's a breakdown of the exclusive clip between Marvin and Lou for episode 3. So drop all your thoughts down below on the relationship between Marvin and Juke. and also the chemistry between Marvin and Lulu. But drop all your thoughts down below, and of course if you are new to the channel and you haven't done so already, then remember to smash the subscribe button if you want to see everything Power Book 3 and Power Universe related. But as always, thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you next time.